might have to get away from the band. Or Lisa starts dancing. Christmas markets, 8 to 14th December.
Yeah.
Borgo di Presice.
Nice. Oh, he smokes.
What did you
think
do?
that was in here? I didn't do anything.
Good morning, welcome back to Italy, and we find ourselves in the middle of a festival.
Yes, it's the Festa di Sant'Andrea.
Yeah, oh, must be
your
for
festival.
me. Thanks guys for having a festival for me. No jokes, we are in the town of Presice, and it is their patron saint is called Saint Andrea. And they have an annual festival with all kinds of activities. We missed most of it.
What do you mean we arrived just in time for the best band in the music?
I just said we haven't been filming for about a week. It's just been raining and been cold, freezing, and we're struggling to get some stuff done around the land. But anyway, if you haven't seen our last video, check it out. 2 videos ago, it was beautiful, sunny. We harvested our first olives. It was fantastic. But now we're on the precipice. No, Presice. No, we're on the verge of winter. This not December yet, but we are 2 days away.
Well, yes, and although it might not feel like winter to the locals, it sure feels like winter to us.
Anyway, we're going to have a quick look around town. There's a farmer's market on this morning. It is Sunday morning, so it's quite unusual to see so much activity in the towns. And Lisa wants to go to the Christmas decorations. Okay, go Lisa.
Yes.
There's nobody here.
I can get to pat the reindeer. Hello,
Only if
Rudolph.
you've been a good girl, Lisa. Otherwise, just a bag of coal for you, my love.
Oh, this is so cute.
Okay, come, let's go to the market.
Okay.
Go buy some veggies.
Welcome back to our channel. We're Andre and Lisa, a South African couple who have been traveling the world full-time since 2018. For most of the last 4 years, we've been meandering around Europe in our motorhome Belly. Recently, we bought a small farmhouse in the south of Italy, which will be a new base for our future travel adventures.
Gosh, I wonder how old these things are.
There's got to be more exciting things somewhere.
A lot of clothing.
I hate to say it, but it's not super exciting market.
Not enough things to eat.
It's like a typical Sunday market, but it's mostly clothing, homeware, kitchen gadgets.
And kids' toys.
Kids' toys, big on that. And you find the usual things. We were more hoping for like artisanal food, but that's a little bit more tricky to find. There's one more section up ahead, which we can
Let's see
try.
if we can find something to nibble on.
Oh boy, all right, let's go.
Buongiorno.
Ciao, ciao.
Come si chiama questo tipo funghi? Ah, ok, no, perché io ho visto questo nel giardino e penso è uguale, ma non lo so.
Attenzione,
Sì, no.
ci sono velenosi, è finita.
Sì, no. Ok,
Questi sono garantiti comunque.
grazie.
Yeah, you should try it.
Oh, you get some carciofi?
You should always try the mushrooms that grow on your land. That's what he said, eh, mate?
That's what he said. He said, yeah, go ahead and try them.
Try them, yeah.
If you don't come back next week, I'll know they weren't good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nice to see some atmosphere and loads of people, but the contents of the market unfortunately just isn't that exciting. There's not a lot to eat.
No, this is the problem. It's like you have to come to the evening markets for food, and the day markets are more like goodies and stuff. Okay, well, I guess that's it for our market excursion. Sorry.
Town looks pretty.
Should we go home and
Bake something.
bake something?
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Cheers, my love.
As a second prize from the market, this is not too bad. On our roof, enjoying the lingering sun of the afternoon with a glass of wine and Salento's finest olives. What could be better? Tell you what, it's not summer anymore, but if the sun's out, it feels good. Good morning. In our last video, we dismantled the old green frame. We actually got a few comments of people saying, no, what are you doing? It would have been a perfect like shade in winter, or created into, changed it into a little grow house for vegetables. All of those are great ideas, so thank you. And we are going to implement all of them to some extent. We are going to take parts of the frame and create a shade frame, pergola. We can use on the roof in summer. Whatever's remaining, we'll figure out something else with.
I got my work gloves on,
Welcome.
so ready to work.
Maybe you can...
I was leaving that for the end.
What?
What we did with the leftover pieces.
No, there was our leftover pieces of our old lean-to we took down. You want to show?
Yeah, okay, why
Okay,
not?
go on, sure.
So we definitely do not just throw things away. So we took down a very, very wonky lean-to roof, which was over here. And we put up this nice clear covering over the window because it allows so much more light into the window and it still keeps it dry. We may or may not do something else here permanently as a long-term solution, but for now it's nice to have this open and have more light, and it makes this space so much prettier. It's a whole new little area on our property, so we're really happy with what we've done. With all the pieces that we took down, we constructed a very cool wood storage.
The funny thing is, as we're about to start pruning the extra piece of land here, we think, oh, we're going to need a lot of space for wood. So we first built the storage for the wood before we start pruning, not knowing if we're actually going to get any wood. But we don't have a wood-fired stove yet. So we're going to gather wood, but we don't know what to do with it. But it's nice to have the wood storage space at least. Yeah, it looks cool. I don't know if funny, but somebody's going to help carry. And then we'll take...
Okay, let's go.
So these are the legs. I just cut them to the same length. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members for the arches, and these are supposed to be connecting pieces, but maybe they're too long. Roughly.
Are they different heights?
Too high. Each has one little bit. Mosquitoes are driving me nuts. So funny that in winter the mosquitoes are going crazy here. In summer there's almost none, because I guess it's too hot and dry where we are. I've welded up these guys now, and this is sort of the idea of the arch. I think what we're going to do is maybe we'll get bolts and because we need to keep this thing modular so we can move it to the roof. First got to paint it, and then we can assemble it. I don't want to put these feet on the roof because our roof is quite delicate. We don't want the steel feet, so I actually got these nylon, what we call casters, lockable casters, which is great, but I'm not sure it's going to work because this thing might want to splay, so we'll see. Maybe we'll just anchor to one of the walls. See how it works. Let me pack the stuff away and we'll start something new tomorrow, or finish this maybe. Good night.
Morning. Today we are getting going on our strip of land.
Don't lie, we already got going.
We have got going, and it's so exciting because we really didn't know. The strip of land we've been sort of putting off because it's quite a big task, but it is so exciting to just get started. We've done 3 trees. It looks fantastic, and I'm really enthusiastic to do more.
So let me show you what we're working with. Most of these trees look like this, and some of them are tall, some of them are bushy. These trees have not been tended to or pruned in a decade, maybe longer. Some of them are completely dead. This guy's completely dead. About 60 trees here. It's going to take a while, but we've cut the grass on this side. So the plan is not to go too crazy. It is like the beginning of winter, so we don't want to go crazy. The idea is to clean out the bushes and select some of these shoots, as they're called, and give them a chance until next season, see who comes out on top.
And also to just get some wood prepared
For next season.
for next season.
Typically what we end up with, I'll show you this example, is once you look at that guy and you clean them up, you can end up with these. It is a bit controversial whether these trees will actually survive long term, because as you can see, when they got the disease they were cut back and they were new growth, and that also died. So who knows what's going to happen, because the disease unfortunately does not go away. So the idea is to try and pick shoots that's separate from the old tree and see which one develops best over time, and ideally see if we can get something that grows out of the old tree as well, because there is still a chance that they might survive over time. But it's going to be quite a job, and then we're going to leave most of the dry stuff at the top and just give these guys a bit more light.
But at least at this point they look much better, number one, and secondly we'll be able to actually access them to harvest olives, because the way they are now, with them being so bushy, you just cannot harvest olives on them at all. We don't know how much they're going to produce, but at least we want to have the option.
Yeah, unfortunately there's a high likelihood that we might have to cut some of these trees down in the future, but we'll see. So you'll see, this is what happens once you clean up everything. You end up with a completely dead tree, and we don't know exactly which of these has the best potential, but you can coax a lot of these guys back by tying them up and helping them, so shaping their branches a little bit, and then in a season from now we'll see if they're going to give us the possibility of being a tree. So I think maybe we can quickly
We tied this one up.
tie this one up
I think
and
so.
cut away the ones we don't want to keep, and then we'll show you what that looks like. Okay, let's do that.
Yay.
So now you can see these guys are like, we're trying to coax them upwards, and towards the end of spring we'll see how they do, and in a year from now we'll see if any of these guys got potential. Now you can see this tree is a perfect example of a very bad situation, because it's completely dead. This is not olive. There's something growing out here. We don't know where that is yet. So there's one little sprig coming in the middle, and we have to cut everything out around it to see it. And this side is another sprig. Oh, but it's right in the middle. Okay.
This is a very sad tree.
Yeah. And you also have to watch out, not everything is olive. Some of it's wild olive, and they're not productive. Actually quite amazing. I showed you this one before. I thought the whole tree is completely dead, but once we trimmed back everything, there's a few little shoots that has potential as trees. So this actually hasn't got a bad shape, because often these just go long and straight because they're looking for some light, but these actually have some side branches, so we're just tying them back. We're going to leave them for a season. Now they got a bit of light and space. Let's see what happens to them. Progress. Next one is going to be a little bit more interesting, much taller, much more life. So we can probably pick some good. This tree seems to be actually still alive. These two. This is a different variety. Alright, let's get cracking. It's a really time-consuming exercise to make sure you save the best ones, and we don't even know if these are the best ones. Only time will tell. These ones actually don't look so bad. We'll leave the tall guys. Normally we'd cut the tall guys out, but we'll leave that one, and maybe next season he will come down. Unfortunately, you don't want to leave them because you can't harvest them properly, but this one won't cast too much for shade. The advantage of leaving them is they will pull the sap up the trees. I mean, the rest of the branches hopefully won't die. See what happens. Alright, next one. This one's going to be a bit easier around the bottom, but he's got a lot more work around the top. We should really start thinking about a hobby that actually makes us money and not just costs us time and money. Eh?
But this is so much fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Definitely just costs us time and money. I mean, it could have been worse.
Yeah?
We could have played golf.
More expensive. Definitely don't need a gym membership actually. We joke, but the truth is this is a labor of love. It's complete passion. It costs us a lot of energy, time. You know, we do this in our spare time. So maybe I should take this opportunity to actually thank people who watch this video, who leaves a comment, who gives a thumbs up. Big thank you to our channel members for supporting us. I know it seems arbitrary, but you know, if you like this content, maybe consider signing up. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Just remember to subscribe. A lot of our viewers are not subscribed, and it actually means a lot to our channel if you do subscribe.
And smashing that like button and leaving us a comment is completely free, and that really does help the channel as well.
Exactly. We really love making these videos as much for ourselves as for people who we love to bore to death. So now we hope to continue doing so as long as we can. Anyway, enough waffling. Let's get on with this.
I think I'm happy with this one.
Yeah, this one
What
looks
do you
good. No, it looks great. I think,
This is actually one of our big olive trees.
yeah, believe it or not, these two are friends in type, but this one's a lot greener. So we'll see what he looks like in spring. Okay, so we tackle another one.
One more.
Okay, this bush. Mamma mia.
The dead bush.
Okay, this one might go quickly. Let me get a big chainsaw. Sun's still sitting high, but it's going to set in 20 minutes. And this is what this little tree looks like. Let me go to the other side. Crazy. So that remains a few twigs. Anyway, we're getting there. I think I'm going to just lean up a little bit here and then call it a night. We'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, welcome back. As you can see, we have not been lazy or idle. The weather is brilliant and we are using every opportunity. Sorry, I look a bit wistful way, but this is bloody hard work. I think we approaching the top of the strip. I think we've got another 8 trees. Ooh, then we're halfway, and it's been like, I don't know, 4 days? Forever. It's bloody hard work. So we're not filming much, and we're still going to have the residual to deal with. Lots of wood to work, lots of cuttings to deal with. We're trying to just keep cracking on with this project. We can't complain. It's second week of December. Where are we now?
Second week of December, the sun is shining, and it feels so great to have made progress on this piece of land, because now we can absolutely feel like this is worthwhile. Whereas at the beginning it just felt so overwhelming and we didn't know whether it's going to be worth the effort. Should we do it?
We're waiting for a few deliveries. We're hoping to actually install a fireplace this week, but might not be this week.
I don't think this week.
But while the weather's nice, we're going to crack on. So if this might be it for today, we're just going to keep pushing, eh?
It's a great excuse to be outside.
And the days are super short, so you got to
That's-
like get out and make
Yeah.
the most of it.
That's the biggest problem, is the fact that the days are so short.
How many trees do you have left?
We-
7, 8, 9. Oh my God, there's a lot.
Yeah, more than you thought.
Nice. All right, let's crack on.
The sun is setting
Again.
on another day of tree trimming, and although it's incredibly exhausting, it's also incredibly rewarding, and I think we're enjoying it more than we expected to. And I'm not sure whether it's more or less work than we expected. What do you say? Andre's still in the middle of a tree.
This was your idea. No, this is crazy amount of work, but we're making good progress, and you know, next time we should be able to trim these things just with scissors. So that's the goal, and we obviously hope that, you know, these trees are gonna thrive going forward. We don't really know what the net result's gonna be. And in March we're gonna revisit these guys and trim more of the dead stuff off. So for now we just want to clear them up so we can take care of them. But I don't know, man, 5 more days at least.
I'm a little bit worried about all the mountains and mountains of cuttings that we're generating. And the mosquitoes are eating us alive. But it is wonderful to be out here from sunrise to sunset.
Good morning. Testing a new toy. As you can see, our wood situation has grown a bit, slightly more out of control. We finally finished half of the trees down the bottom of the land, and we are going to have to organize the wood. There's a mix of dry wood and fresher wood. This is straight off a tree. This measures 35, 38. So we're looking for like 15%, and you can see this one should be dry. Let's see, 17, interesting. But there should be more than enough wood that we can actually use immediately. But I can't convince Lisa to go back onto the land today. We are quite knackered after all this. So maybe we'll finish one or two small things around the house. We've got 3 little lemon trees on the bottom of the land that's been severely neglected, which I want to move here. It's a good time. I'm going to make a little lemon tree grove here. Maybe we can finish our frame or start painting at least while the sun's out. And then I still need to finish the project with the other half of the old tank that I cut in half in the previous video. I'll show you that hopefully at the end of this day. Let's get going. Okay, before we start painting, let's at least fix some of these legs. Often quite a nightmare We actually managed to drill these holes and those guys together now temporarily. But we've run out of enthusiasm for painting. It's just and we have to keep them modular because we need to paint them and be able to take them apart and assemble where we need to. There's no way me and Lisa can move this thing by ourselves, and even if it's on the roof and it's in one piece, forget about it. So we gotta be able to make it so it can come apart. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the trolley, walk down to the land rather, collect the last pipes, and maybe I should take a spade and we can see if we can get those lemon trees out.
Yes, I think we can move the lemon trees. Let's do it. It's chilly today.
Okay, come. Let me just grab the. Let's grab a spade. I think a spade's all we need. Last night Lisa bailed on me, so she has to do some work. I worked until dark.
I had a nap, and yeah, somebody stayed out until dark.
This is literally the last wood here. But we still got to deal with all those cuttings. Unfortunately, we don't have a wood chipper. I wish we had one. That would be brilliant. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to either shred it and burn the bigger stuff. I'm gonna try and get this guy out. We got a few lemon trees here. That's just not growing. They need to be looked after better. We're going to see if we actually can get them out of the ground or move them up to the house, because these guys have been here for years and they're still stunted. I got a present for you.
Show me your arm.
Yo.
Wow, that guy is fat.
Oh, sorry, dude. I just
You disturbed him. Oh no,
he's
you
more
squish
like
him.
No,
Yo.
no, he's still going.
Oh my word,
Okay,
that's
well.
cool. I used to have play with earthworms when I was a kid.
Okay, wait,
Those are enormous. My earthworms are never that big. Put him somewhere at the other lemon tree.
No, I'm going to put him back in here, maybe.
Oh, okay. Take him with us.
No,
Take him with his lemon tree.
put him in the bucket for a moment.
Yo, that guy is huge. What dance are you doing? The mosquito dance.
The mosquitoes are out of control here. There's two different types of mosquitoes here. I've actually recently learned whether the Asian tiger mosquito are more prevalent here in like springtime because it's slightly warmer. Now you get these common house mosquitoes, but these guys, oh my god, there's one on your head, five on you, six. These guys are actually vectors or carriers of the
Something Nile.
West Nile disease, yeah. I mean, hopefully we don't have it here, but you never know. No, this is insane, look here.
It's crazy. Stand still for a second.
No, I can't.
Yeah, look at there's like they're just.
These guys are hungry. I don't know if we can do this. Oh, what is this half the room?
Oh no, there's the other half of the worm.
Oh, don't worry, you'll be okay.
Oh, God.
That's his head.
Okay, but look at your head. Your head is just full of. Oh, Muzzy, look at this. 1, 2.
No, I don't know, maybe we'll have to make a run for it rather. I don't know if I can
don't know what to
stand
say.
here and work for. Yo, look at this guy's.
No, look at them
Roots.
swarming around you. Oh my word, look at them.
No, it's not going to work, mate.
No, okay. Too many
You have to come
mosquitoes.
back.
Too
You
many
have to come
mosquitoes. Abort.
Abort.
There's a reason why I wasn't very enthusiastic today.
Oh, I have to bring the axe or the hoe to clean out behind them.
Yeah, bring a hoe.
The hoe and the pickaxe. Let's get the last of the plastic out of here. And, we can
And
just
let's get out of here. Oh my god.
Okay, it's happening.
I got my painting outfit on. I'm serious.
Try to make a mess. I don't know how good that
I
paint
don't know.
is.
I'm gonna see now.
Just feel it out. No, you paint
No,
it
it's
out.
actually. Oh gosh.
Try not to. Oh dear.
It's not a good idea for Andre to watch me paint.
Oh, that's not a good idea for Liz to paint. Is that brush gonna cut it, Liz?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, this is not the first time I dropped it in there, so I just wanted to, like, get some on it. I mean, it goes on quite smoothly. It's very light. I didn't expect it to be quite so
It
pale.
might darken, so let's
yeah,
see.
okay, let's just, I just wanted to just feel it
Try
out.
not to dribble on our
I'll
paving.
try, but our paving can do with the paint too.
Okay, finally, Lisa's painting this frame. Now, for everybody who's concerned about our frame disappearing, don't worry, it's still here. It's just smaller, better, and more useful than ever.
Slightly more square,
Slightly more square, yes.
slightly less wonky.
And we made good use of the other pieces we cut off. We still have some left. Now, when we're done, I don't know if we're going to move it up to the roof. We might actually leave it down here for winter. I don't know, maybe we'll move it up to the roof. We'll see. First, paint.
It looks good. It's a nice change of color. Look at this.
One eternity later.
I think we have our little frame on the roof now. Oh, that is so much better than a wonky green frame on the grass.
Now we have a wonky grey frame on the roof.
Much better.
No, this is going to be nice because you can get some shade on here in summer. If we don't like it, we can move it down and do something else. Maybe we'll make a little grow house out of it. So, but we're going to leave it here, I think.
What's nice is that we have made it modular.
Yeah.
Although it's tricky.
You can take it apart. Sorry, there's a lot of mosquitoes. A lot of mosquitoes. So I'm still going to touch up a bit of paint, and then I think we're going to create 2 anchors on the wall just to keep the legs nice and straight, because there's no supports between the legs. They tend to move a little bit. They can splay, so it doesn't always look exactly square. But
And we don't want to put cross bracing because it's not going to look
because
nice.
we want to be able to move through it if we can. That's good.
Good job, my love.
Oh, good job.
I think it looks cool.
Alright, listen, I feel a bit bad. Maybe I should quickly show you what I've done with the other half of the... Before we say goodbye.
Of our awesome water tank.
Okay, I'm quickly going to go show what I'm doing with the other side of the water tank. It's not done yet. I've been promising to show what we did with the other part of the water tank for a while now. I'm still busy with it because that's the way it goes. We created a space to keep our bins. Now here we have like 4 bins. We're still actually waiting for our official bins. We need to collect them. But here at the gate, it's the other half of the water tank, as you can see. And this is supposed to be doors that can hinge open. I would actually like some plate steel, but I've got this plywood, recycled plywood. It used to be a notice board, and I'm just going to hinge them on here so they can open and close. Imagine the doors hanging. Ah! Oh crap, I just lost my shoe. Ah, damn it. He's just laughing at me. But let me go back upstairs quick. Okay, if you see mosquitoes on my face, excuse me.
Well, I thought you meant slap me. One thing we can say that is on this farm nothing goes to waste. Nothing gets thrown away or just discarded.
We do try and use everything we can find, and it's also difficult to get rid of things. But anyway, I think we're going to end this video. Just one of those project-y videos. We're really finding it a bit more difficult to film interesting content, but
the days are just so super short, and it's a lot of repetition. So we've now finished doing half of the trees on our long piece of land, and we still need to do the other half, 35 trees, which is going to take us roughly 7 days a week. So we don't want to bore you with the same content over and over again.
We will definitely. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching. If you haven't done so yet, please smash the like button and leave us a comment.
And will we have a video before Christmas?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
I say that with confidence. As we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Ciao,
Goodbye.
ciao.
I don't know. Will we have a video
I don't know if
before
we'll have
Christmas?
another video before Christmas.
Won't be
Depends if
Christmas.
we go to Christmas market. Well, maybe tomorrow we can go to the Christmas market.
Who's going to edit the video?